This given method, what does it have to do? Again, I'm not sure, so I'll just make something up and see where it goes. For now, I'll just make it return any old price. Implementing that means I need a number between 0 and 100, say. It's arbitrary, really. Again, I'm just making it up. It needs to be in string form, and I need to return it. Quoting for. What does that need to do? Actually, it's no different to our existing quote method. So I can undo this and just rename quote to quoting for. And similarly, I can rename assert quote is as should show. Okay, that was pretty easy. How does it perform? Excellent. I have a very satisfying looking failure. I'm a little bothered about the number of decimal places in my market price. Does it really matter? Should I constrain it to 2 decimal places like real market prices? I can't decide if it's important or not, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Now I have to go back to the quote JSP and implement some business software. The acceptance test has surfaced the concepts of market and market price, so my quoting process should use these concepts. The JSP should use the market, which it expects to have provided to it in the servlet context. Now we need to generalize the symbol and price fields by using variables. Symbol comes in the request from the previous JSP, and the price is what the market tells us it is. I think this reads reasonably well, so time to magic it into existence. Market will be an interface with the price for method. So where am I? What does the test say? Null pointer exception. This makes sense because my test is not providing a market implementation in the servlet context. Adding one is easy thanks to the Jetty API. This web app context instance, if I extract it, allows me to set the market instance as an attribute. But what kind of a thing am I going to provide as the market instance? Whatever it is, it's going to be the thing that enables my given clause. It's going to have to be programmable in some way. So how about something called programmable market, or fake market, or market for tests? I like that, market for tests. So let's magic that into existence too. It implements market, and for now we'll just return null. What kind of failure do we get now? Good, we're getting the null we return, totally expected. Let's see if we can hook this market for tests up to our given clause. Extract it to a field and tell it what the price is for a given symbol. I couldn't resist this method name. I've always wanted to be in a position where it was required of me to fix market prices. So much power. Okay, so now we have to implement market fixing. Let's keep the fixed prices in a map and return from the map when we're asked. Does it work? Of course it does. We can do a bit better than this though. Why does the test have to generate a price and tell the market? The market should be able to encapsulate that for us. So I'm going to move this given stuff into the market itself, and the test can just say, have a price for Apple, Mr. Market. How does that work? Quite nicely. And from the command line? Also quite nicely. So time to check in. And I think this check-in comment represents a nice piece of work, relating quoting to the market price. Something feels right about that, at least for now, until some future requirement comes along and shatters our abstraction. And the usual, make sure the CI server goes green, which it does. One final cherry on the cake, go into TeamCity and rename the project as Stocky. It's no longer Hello World. So we've managed to surface some domain concepts and implement a little business software by writing an acceptance test first. The test doesn't force us to write any more code, and yet we don't have a usable system because we don't have a real implementation of market. We need a test to force us in that direction. That's what we'll cover in the next episode when we look at deployment tests. See you soon.